We live, my love.
What's up, YouTube?
What's going on, YouTube? This is just some casual conversation about the brothel.
She just ran right into my car like she ain't see me pulling out. I'm all the way out. Oh, gosh.
See, this is not scripted. It's not scripted at all. I tell you, it's some crazy people, man. Don't worry, you about to move up out of here.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, me and my wife, we was having a conversation about, brothel. I was telling me a couple guys who was talking about, the brothel and stuff, and I was telling them that I never ever been to one. So they was just like, how? Like, it was like, it's weird. Like, we know that somebody probably told you about, well, I'm gonna just say the locations in New York. And I was like, yeah, but I never been to one because, I always hear about these girls getting kidnapped. And I told my wife, I don't want like, woman, I wouldn't want a woman that was kidnapped. I would rather voluntary hoes.
Oh, Lord.
So, she laughed about it, but it was like, when I was talking to a couple of the fellas, they were saying that a couple of them was like, they didn't care if they were kidnapped. They came there to conduct business, was, have sex. But I said, that's, it's not right. It's nothing wrong with you going to pay for a service, but it should be at least, two consenting adults. Like, they know what they're coming there for, not somebody's kidnapped. Like, we hear all the time about females getting kidnapped. So I said, to prevent me dealing with a feeling like that, because I don't have no problems with prostitutes and nothing. You get your money how you can. I just don't feel it's right that, you go and engage with somebody that was forcefully kidnapped. The thing is, you wouldn't know, but I mean, you pick up signs that somebody probably was, but just to prevent it all, just don't go. So for all my life, I never been to a brothel. And, guys always tell me how great it is and stuff, and they look down like they feel sorry for me because I haven't been, but I feel fine because, like I said, I didn't want to take any chances sleeping with a woman that they could have been kidnapped or brought from, all these different countries or anything, even here. But that was a conversation. So I was telling my wife, I was like, so these are the type of guys. I wouldn't want my daughter to be with anybody like that.
Well, they don't care.
I don't like that about, I didn't like that. That was the wrong answer for me. Like I said, the way for you not to engage in this stuff is, we can prevent all this. You got to think about, you got mothers, you got sisters, you got cousins. You wouldn't want that to happen to them. Like, that's kind of, it's an oxymoron. Mm-hmm. You don't care about the next person, but it can happen to you because these people have family too. Like,
right.
It's stupid. So like, that I didn't show no emotion. Like, when I was talking about it, it was regular because, like, for y'all watching, any one of y'all that's watching the videos, I like to read people and understand them. So this way, especially ones who I'm dealing with. So what you think, love, about, a whole brothel and that type of character?
I mean, I don't know about them like that, but
just, men that think like that anyway. Like,
I don't want my daughter to be with a man that think like that. It's not cool.
What do you think about men just wanting to go pay for sex at a brothel?
To each his own. Like, I'm learning not to judge people on what they do and stuff like that. It's just, those are not the type of people I want to be around like that, or I want to engage in as far as relationship wise, no.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to evolve past sex.
Yeah.
I mean, sex is fine and fun and good and yummy and delicious, but I just feel like we don't need to have brothels. I don't know. I think we have so much more creative talents that we can use besides using in between our legs, But to each his own.
And see, this is why I told you, like, with me, I don't have a problem with the brothels. And I was telling my wife about this, like, we talked about this countless of times, and I was like, we need brothels and stuff like that. We need voluntary hoes. not even trying to be funny, because like I said, if we could get the mind state of the man and the woman, of like a woman that's looking for marriage in a long-term relationship, if a man could label himself, well, and he could be trustworthy to labels, listen, I'm not looking for that. He'd be like, I'm just looking for, a quick fun time, then he has the brothels for him. And then this woman don't have to waste her time with that. Remember I told you that before.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's still, you'll be able to prevent a lot of like heartaches that dealing with men that's just looking for a good time. But you might be able to fulfill all this success and money and wealth, but it's still not, at the end of the day, it's not fun unless you have somebody that you really love. And that's the only downfall that I didn't see yet to really fix, because actually I really can't fix that unless you change the man that wants a hooker. You change his mentality, and the only way to change his mentality, it has to start from his mother and from a family home together. But
I believe that.
At least it could start off with a percentage of a man that is looking for a family, because we're having like, right now I got some good friends that they're good family men, and all of a sudden now their conscience is changing. I mean, these dudes are really like, I got my wife, I just want to stay with her forever, we raise our children, I'm happy, like totally committed. But watching his you know who I'm talking about, one of my people's, whatever, his conscience is changing, that he's like, yo, he's like, I'm in a space that I don't feel stressed out by, these women. Right now I just like to find like I said, a girl that, we come through, hang out, we do our thing, but she gotta go. And I was just like, I was laughing, but then I was just like, damn, I felt a little bad, because I know this dude for quite some years now, over 10 years, and he's a family man material, and he's a good brother. And the sisters that he dealt with, like I said, there just wasn't the one for him. He needed to find that one that had the same thinking as him. And I feel bad now, because now that's a brother lost to, like, basically the cause, whatever, that he wants to be a family man. I'm talking about a man that's not looking to cheat, just be with his family. Now his conscience is changing. So like I said, the only thing at this time period now, the only thing I think we do is if people just let people know, and we just label ourselves like, listen, I'm not with that marriage. I'm not even with a relationship. I'm just with was it a relationship with benefits?
Friends with benefits.
Friends with benefits, Been out of the loop for a long time, so I don't know. Those sayings. So the only thing we could do is label ourselves, so we know that if you're looking at this guy, you're looking at this girl, you already know they're like, I'm just looking to party, I'm looking to have fun. And they look good, you're like, damn, you know what to expect in somebody playing mind games with you. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, it's just picking at each other's brain, like I said, with the whole thing. It's interesting to know, learning how people think. Like I said, reading people, to me personally, is way more better than reading a book, because you're just listening to them, you're talking to them, and what you do is you don't judge them. When they say something you don't like, well, how can you think like that? Nah, you just sit there and you ask more questions, because you're reading them, you letting them. It's like watching a live book just do their thing, then somebody sitting down writing their thoughts. I get bored with that. But me sitting there conversing with people, I love that, and just learning about them. Like I said, I'd be like, in my head, I don't make any facial expression or nothing, because I'm a human at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. But I learned to just let them be. And this helps you to grow. Letting them talk. Not cutting them off, and not judging them, just asking questions, and that's it. And the people will tell you more and more and more. That's what I learned about social media, and how we get to learn so much about each other, because there's nobody there to stop you in your tracks when you're actually talking to somebody. You just keep talking and talking and keep giving more. Anyway, you nothing else to say, love?
Nope.
Like I said,
subscribe.
Subscribe, y'all. Later. Peace and blessings to y'all.